Hi folks, my name is Mitch. Just doing another video on a game that I'm currently playing called Harvest Town. Please keep in mind that anything mentioned here may or may not change in the future. This game is currently in beta. Today I'm going to be talking about the ancient mine, some tips that may be helpful to you, what to do, especially if you're just kind of starting out in the ancient mine, and what to look out for. So first things first, excuse me, is you're going to see a number on the top hand side right there. Right now it says 15,425 meters. That's the depth of the mine that you're currently in. And from what I understand, there is no limit on how far you can dig. So the next thing is, especially if you're trying to reach different levels of ores or gems or whatnot, when you push on it or when you tap on it, you can get a general idea of how far you would have to dig, especially if you're trying to upgrade your tools. So for example, if you need dark gold ore to make some dark gold ingots, then you're going to have to hit about 4,000 meters. And if you're looking to go grab gems, you're going to have to hit about 8,000 meters. These are various gems. And as you progress through, if you're looking for raw diamonds or if you're looking for rainbow gems, then you're going to have to hit about 16,800 meters. You'll know if you're going into a different zone once you see the rocks change. The color of the rocks will change from various different colors: orange, blue, like this brownish tan color, and so on and so forth. So when I started playing this game, when I started going through the ancient mine, and when I dug upwards, the depth of the meters increase. So as you see here, as I'm going upwards, the depth of the meter is not really increasing at all. And it takes a very long time. Even if I went back down, the depth of the meters don't change. If I went to the left, if you see here, you see the depth of the meters quickly decrease. That means I'm basically getting closer to the entrance of the cave. If I go to the right, you can see the depth of the meters increase, meaning I'm going further and further down the cave. So just keep that in mind, because I believe it's different for other people. If you dig upwards, then you're going to go further down into the cave. If you dig to the right, like I'm doing right now, you can go further in. Just know where you're going, because if you don't pay attention to that and you just keep going into one direction, it's going to take you forever to get to where you want to go. If it's something like, if I were to dig upwards, it's going to take me several days, several bottles of milk just to get all the way down there. So with that being said, the other thing is, when you're low on vitality, I showed in my previous video about chopping wood, is to go to the Occult Cave over here in this region, and you basically get a free revive every day. You go in there, once it's unlocked, you get yourself killed, and you get your vitality and your HP filled up to the max. You leave the Occult Cave, you come back down to the ancient mine, and you start digging all over again. So this way it'll save you on your milk, especially if you're playing this game quite frequently. You can do that once every day inside the game. You don't have to wait for the entire day to reset or anything like that. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the gems that you will be getting, the raw gems. It will take a while to process all these raw gems. You're going to get a lot more raw gems than you will be able to have time to even process them. So it's a good idea, if you're going to try to make some money and you need some quick cash or anything like that, you don't have to really process them. Of course, if you do process them, they actually sell for a little more. Nothing too astounding or anything like that. But it's a great way, especially if you don't have a lot of space on your land to sell crops or anything like that. I'm just going to show you a general idea. These are all purple rank gems. So For example, if I were to sell these stacks here, let's just go here. As you see here, this is 30,000 coins. And it doesn't take a long time to get full stacks of 99 at all. Just to kind of let you know, it takes like maybe 3 in-game days at most to even fill up your entire bag. And that's just, of course, a pure digging. And in the meantime, you can plant your crops, same thing, sell them for money, and you don't have to really worry about trying to complete your shipping orders or your airplane orders or whatever to try to get that extra bonus of gold. So that's that. I also want to mention that if you are in the beginning process of the game, you really want to focus on upgrading your pickaxe first. And the main reason why is because the pickaxe is probably one of the most useful tools because of the ancient mine. And then the next one would be the dark gold axe. When you go through the ancient mine, you're also going to be bumping into a lot of chests that will give you ingots, so you don't have to process the ores into ingots to upgrade your tools. So that's also another great way to get these tools upgraded very quickly. Okay, and also if you are needing some transport scrolls, all you have to do is you just go to the smith. The smith sells the transport scrolls, sells 100 each, and it's very easy to travel around town, especially if you don't have enough scrolls to go using the warp areas. And the last thing that I want to mention is that if you gift the townsfolk the purple ranking gems, then it increases their fondness by 20. So it does the same thing with the fruits and stuff. A lot of times, everybody, from what I understand, do not hate gems. If you were to give, for example, Foxy some grapes, she's going to really hate that. Foxy really, really hates grapes, so you don't want to be doing that. I generally give raw emeralds, and the reason why I do raw emeralds is because it's the lowest costing gem out of everything. So if I were to sell that, it's only 22 coins per gem, and you just walk up to them and you just give it to them, and it's 20 fondness. You're going to get your skill for mining maxed out pretty quickly. It's one of the first skills I did max out, so it's very easy to get that purple ranking stat. The last thing that I do want to mention is just keep in mind about your the day of the calendar. If there's an X on the mine spot, you don't want to be mining that day, just because it's going to cost you an extra vitality just to mine anything. So for regular rocks, for example, it takes me 1 vitality to break open a rock. On the X on a mine day, then it's going to take 2 vitalities, and it'll burn through your vitality a lot faster, causing you to use a lot more milk, and so on and so forth. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks. Take care. Until next time.